Hey everybody, welcome back to Gun Deals. Today we have a very cool Holosun HS507C-X2 with an ACSS Vulcan Reticle. The reticle is designed by Primary Arms and it's been put into this cool little micro red dot made by Holosun, as you can see with a nice logo on the side here. First, right out the bat, this is a great looking little optic. It's made of great quality materials. It's made of 7075 T6 aluminum, so it's very sturdy and strong. So let's go ahead and take an in-depth look at this. We're going to start at the back here. I'm going to use my little screwdriver as a pointer. So here and then up here on the top, we have the turrets that have been recessed in there, so you don't have to worry about knocking them or anything like that. The turrets are, let's have a little turn here. So you might not be able to pick this up on my microphone, but they are tactile and they are audible. They are very, very clean, very nice. They did a really good job with those little turrets. And then moving to the side here, this is the door for the battery, and I really like the placement of that battery. If you're familiar with like the RMR, the battery is on the bottom, and you know, which is fine, but you got to take the screws out, and you run the chance of stripping those screws, especially if you're Loctiting them. And then you've got to re-zero the optic once you put it back on. And so this kind of takes all of that away. You just have that one screw to take out and to change that battery. But we'll go over that in a little bit more detail in just a second. Moving down to the front here, you can already see the lens there is multi-coated, which obviously you would expect. It looks awesome. The glass is clear. It's got just a slight tint on it, but not very much at all, not really noticeable. All right, so right there you can see that red circle, and that looks like a dot. That's actually a chevron in the middle. That is the emitter back there. So that basically projects that image onto the lens for you to see. So that's essentially when you look through your optic, that's how it's projecting it for you to see. So that's what that is. Very cool. We'll go over that in a little bit more detail in just a second. So let's keep turning this around. Let's go to the other side. You can see that it is marked with the Holosun logo on this side also, and then we have the adjustment brightnesses here. There's 12 total. There's 10 daylight settings, and then there's 2 night vision settings. It is definitely daylight bright. There's no question about that. You don't have to. It's definitely what they would call aim point bright. You are definitely good to go with that. And then you can see here it's marked with the ACSS Vulcan markings right here. And then moving back. Let's see if I can tilt this up and see if you can see this. In here, if I can get my hand out of the light, these are little ridges that go up here. So if the sun's behind you and it's reflecting off of that, these ridges are designed so it doesn't reflect off of your lens. So it's to keep the glare down, and it does. A lot of the optics have that, and it does work very, very well. Okay, so let's go to the top of the optic, and then we have this solar panel on here. That's designed if the battery is not in there, if your battery has died. Obviously, if you're out in the sun, that still powers the reticle. Now that's the question. We will try that out, make sure that it actually does do that. So let's turn this around to the other side where that battery compartment is. And then what we'll do is we'll take our small little screwdriver again, and we'll take that battery compartment out. Okay, so the screw for the battery compartment is out. From there, on either side, just on top here, there is 2 little grooves that just fit perfectly for little screwdrivers or whatever. So just put that in and then push out your tray, like so. So as you can see here, this is your battery compartment, and then it has this rubber seal right here that goes around, and that obviously helps this keep waterproof. It is rated to IPX7. A lot of times the batteries would be a CR2032 battery. This battery is a CR1632. It's a lot smaller. It's not as common as a 2032 battery, but you should still be able to get a hold of them fairly easy. So obviously we have the battery compartment out, and let's make sure that that solar power is working. Now a couple of ways we can do that. So we'll tilt that, and you can see that emitter is still on. So that is using this, and I have got this slightly angled because the sun is behind me, but typically the sun is getting low and it's behind me. So, but that emitter does work, and it is projecting that reticle onto the screen. So the solar power definitely works just fine. It is still daylight bright. The other way to check obviously would be to check out the reticle, and as you can see here, I put my finger across the solar panel, and you can see the reticle disappears and reappears as I remove my finger, just proving that the solar panel works perfectly. So what makes this Holosun stand out more so than other micro red dots? Well, it's that reticle that's been made by primary arms. It has that chevron kind of red dot in the center. Now, if you're using a standard 9mm, the tip it would be typically your 0 to 25 range. At the bottom of the chevron legs, that would be out to approximately 50 yards. The reticle is crisp, it is bright, but again, the other thing that makes it so special is that large round circle that goes all the way around. So when you bring this optic up and then you put your eye on there, if you're not on target, that large red circle is designed to bring you back on target quicker by letting you know which way you have to turn the optic to get back to that chevron. It works extremely well. It is, for me, I think it's such a huge innovative move by Dimitri across at Primary Arms. It's such a smart reticle, and that alone makes this micro red dot worth it. So along with all the other awesome features, as I say, that the solar power, the 7075 T6 aluminum, the awesome reticle. The other great thing is this is an RMR footprint, and there's so many guns that are already designed for an RMR footprint, so you don't have to, if you want to switch optics out, you don't have to worry about the slide being different or anything like that. This will fit any RMR footprint mount that you have, and that is it just makes life so much easier. So yeah, very cool optic, very pleased with it. Let's talk about pricing. To get the best price on this firearm, scroll down to the description, select the UPC code there, and then enter it into Google and search. And then look for the gun deals link, which is at the top here. Click on that. That will take you to our website. Simply scroll down and you will see where it is in stock and the price. Select whatever one you would like. All right, so final thoughts. Do I recommend this? Yeah, absolutely. Very cool little optic, as I say. Very feature rich, a lot going for it, and then just an amazing reticle. So yeah, very cool. All right, if anyone has any questions, any comments, please ask them below. We'll be happy to help out in any way we can. If you haven't hit the like and subscribe button, please do so. It doesn't cost you a dime, but it greatly helps us out, and we really appreciate it. All right, folks, until next time, we'll catch you later.